Hi kids, it's the time to begin with your reasoning book grade 3 and chapter 2 pattern come here. So could you feel what are patterns? Pattern is something that gives you a visual symmetry of certain order. It could be some shapes, it could be some of the colors, some images, like let's go to a circus and see we have a merry-go-round where we have a symmetry of yellow and red color at the top and white and blue color at the bottom. So symmetry could be seen anywhere around you. It could be in the form of certain arrangements of shapes, colors or even figures, right? And when you see the symmetry, it just helps you to improve your visual understanding of certain things, and you may come out with certain answers which sometimes look really unrealistic and beyond imagination. That's called opening up of your mind. And once you open the mind, it gives you the aspect to understand and learn the things beyond your reach. So that's why we learn reasoning. And see, we have a pattern of grill over here. So you could make different patterns of grills by taking certain pieces. You could see the symmetry on the floor, which is another example of pattern. Sometimes you see the patterns in the nature as well. So these are the patterns of nature provided to you by Almighty, isn't it? Now we have a certain pattern here, and looking at the pattern, let's try to answer what next. So could you see that we have F, G, H, I, J and K comes here, and the next alphabet will be A, B, C, D, E, F. Beautiful. That's the way we get the answers for certain questions, right? Now here we could see that every time it is -2, isn't it? The alphabet is going back to -2. So the next alphabet will be H. And here we say H, J, L. This is increasing order. So after P plus 2 becomes R. So, every time when you come across the question will have different reason to answer. That's what we actually are going to enhance here. That improves you to look beyond the thought process. And it never comes by doing little practice, but you have to carry on doing your brainstorming. So here you could see the patterns formed with the triangles. Another sequence of pattern is formed here with the help of squares, and then we have a pattern where you need to find the missing image. So we need to fix one of these images and see which one completes your figure. Can you help me out? Beautiful. So we say that if I bring C part here, it makes a perfect image. So C is the right option. And moving ahead, I have a beautiful ring of numbers. We need to find that what symmetry is followed here. So let's work out and see the magic. I say 1 times 5 is 5. I put 5 over here. Next time 4 times 2 is 8. And 2 times 2 makes 4. Now coming to the last one, do you think that it will be 1 times 6 is 6? Then comes 7 times 1 is 7 and 4 times 2 makes 8. Wow, we got the right answer. Great going. Let's move ahead and we look at what will be the next alphabet combination here. Can you help me out here? So let's begin, and we see this is backward movement of alphabets. So what comes before B is A, and I put A over here. Let's move the backward movement from Z now. So Z, Y, X, W, and here comes V. Wonderful. Clap for yourself. We get the right option. Now we move ahead with the exercise. So again I am telling you, every question is different. You need to visualize it. You need to give a thought process. Sometimes the question may be something adding. Sometimes it could be subtraction. Another time you could get the factors, the multiples, and you get the answer by simply adding in certain cases. So your time to give a little time, increase your thinking and see how wonders you could create by doing these logical questions. Are you ready to begin with me? That's amazing. At times we come across the questions where we just need to give the angular movement. Either it could be right side, like your clock moves in the right direction, your angle is moving in the right direction, and you could understand that how the next petal will be shaded. So again, I would recommend you to give a thought that what is increasing here? Yes, the number of rings are increasing, and over here the number of bars are increasing. So every time just visualize the thing. It is going to improve the thought process. It is going to give you a reason why, how and when. So whenever you attempt the question of reasoning, remember every question is different and every question follows a different pattern. And when you look at these questions, every time it's going to give you a sparkling light in your brain to think, wow, it's like that and I can do it. That should be the spirit. And at times you come across the questions where you find that you need to give a thought. So keep observing every figure very closely and find how symmetrical the things are looking. What is the difference between the previous and the next image? And promptly you will come out with the exact answer that could get you the right place at the right time. Now we will be looking at different patterns that are growing here, and a brain twister for you comes here. So here Darwin has a pattern which he's going to use to make her house gate, and she has chosen certain patterns. You have to just analyze that which of these patterns cannot be made by using this block, and your time begins now.